Okay, Abraham, I would love to understand step 5 much more thoroughly.
It's our favorite step. Step 1 is you ask. Step 2 is source answer. Step 3 is you line up so you let the answer in. Step 4 is you get really good at it. And step 5 is you're back in step 1, but you're not mad at yourself. Because you understand the value of contrast.
Yes. So I totally get that, and I totally appreciate when people give me the contrast. Most of the time I can quickly just...
A little clarification here. People don't give you contrast. You ask for it from them. Just thought we'd throw that in.
Wait, what?
People don't give you the contrast. There's no assertion. You attract the contrast from them for your purposes by giving your attention to it. Every question is one you ask. No one asserts it into your experience.
Oh, okay, yes, that makes sense, because I deliberately co-create my life, and whatever stage of the journey I'm at, so let's just use I call it big ask for step 1.
The reason that you didn't understand what we were saying is because you threw it out as a little aside, not even understanding that you have a vibrational belief. You have a belief that you didn't even know you had. The premise of what you were presenting to us is, when people do things to me that I have to adjust to, that's flawed. Nobody does anything to you. When I attract things that aren't in vibrational alignment with who I really am.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to attract way more things, way more of the time that are in vibrational alignment with me and where I want to go.
You do, but you see, you do every time. You never attract something that you're not in a vibrational alignment with.
Oh, right. Okay.
Oh, right. And so who needs to do the adjusting, you or the other person?
Me. Okay, but then that leads to the next part of it. I find myself interacting with a beautiful, gorgeous man. I'm now seeing the vibrational difference that we're at, and I recognize that if I'm connected to Source, my inner being at all time, I'm always happy, right? So right. Beautiful practice on staying in alignment even when he's out of alignment. I don't know where I'm going with this.
We know you don't. So let's take this into a real conversation. And let's stop talking about concepts and theories, and let's just live some of your real life.
Okay, why am I so drawn to him, Abraham, if I know we're just a mismatch? Oh, I'm glad it's helping. Okay.
Say it again.
Why am I so drawn to... Oh, I'm afraid of your answer. Why am I so drawn to him if I know it's a mismatch?
So earlier we said, you get what you think about whether you want it or not. So is being drawn to something attraction?
Oh.
So are you saying, why do I want this thing I don't want? Or why am I drawn to this thing I don't want? Hear the distinction?
Oh, I think it's the second.
So you say it.
Why am I attracted to him when he's not what I want for a husband?
Because you give your attention to that. And what you give your attention to is active in your vibration.
Okay. Well, when you say it, it's so clear.
Now we have a question for you.
Okay.
Why do you give so much attention to something you don't want?
Well, can my life really be that good? Damn.
So we have another question for you.
Okay.
Why do you not feel worthy of good things coming to you?
Oh. I feel a need to defend myself right now.
So we have another question.
Okay.
Why do you feel defensive?
I guess I feel a need to justify why my life can be as good as it is.
So that's what we want you to do. We want you to advocate for good things. That's how worthiness comes. But there's a difference between advocating for what you do want and defending against what you don't want. They're two different ends of the stick.
I feel like my life 99% of the time is phenomenal. It keeps getting better and better and better. My business had phenomenal growth. My personal life is amazing. So
these are good conversations to have.
Yes.
So
I feel bad that I can have 9 of the 10 areas of my life at like a A+ level.
So Abraham, the other day I went to the cafeteria. I don't go there very often, but I went to the cafeteria and there was a lot of beautiful food on display. And some of it I really like to eat, and some of it I don't like to eat at all. And I have to tell you, I felt so bad about not wanting to eat that stuff. Felt so bad about just wanting to eat the stuff I liked and not wanting to eat the stuff I don't want. And I know if I were a more virtuous person, that I would see it all as equal and I would eat it all with equal relish. But
yeah. Okay. I mean, yeah, right? Because if I'm connected to Source, then I should thoroughly enjoy my time with him 100% of the time. But yeah, I want someone who's happier.
I want someone who's happier. This is a conclusion that I've come to. Took a little bit, but now in this moment I know I want someone who's happier, and I want to be happier. And in my not finding someone who's happier, I've been quite unhappy, which makes me a perfect vibrational match to him.
All right, I think I heard that.
Because I still, like most humans, I believe more in action and words than I do in vibration. You can defend yourself if you want to.
No, just awareness going off. I thought it was the opposite, but...
It is on some subjects. That's what you're in the process of cleaning up. Most people have habitual thoughts, and the habitual thoughts keep bringing habitual results. And then they say, well, this and this and this and this and this are going well, but this isn't. And we say, check your thoughts. What are your thoughts about that? And some things you find more resonance with Source when you think them. Some things you find less resonance with Source when you think them. And we really, really like those experiences where you feel less resonance with Source, because it makes you want more resonance with Source, and it causes you to more finely tune your thinking in order to get what you want. Someone talked a moment ago about willpower, and we don't think willpower is a very good idea because it's really working it in a harder way. But there is a little bit of confusion. I'm not going to think about that. I'm not going to think about that. I'm not going to think about that. I'm not going to think about. Well, you're thinking about that thing you're not going to think about. So you have to know when to let things go. And the moment to let a subject go is when it doesn't feel good. Because if it doesn't feel good, it's not going to feel better by thinking about it longer. That should be a very long bumper sticker. It's the side of the bus bumper sticker. It's a paragraph bumper sticker. When you think about something that you don't want, it doesn't turn into something that you do want. So what is the answer? How do you use your logic? How do you sort it out? How do you get clear on something? Well, you focus upon any of those many other things that are going well, and you feel the appreciation and the love and the adoration of Source, and you notice all the times that you're in the receiving mode, and you notice all the things that the universe yields to you, and you get into this appreciative feeling of thankfulness where the things that are going well are just resonating in your vibration. And you don't focus on the one that isn't working because it's already in the vortex and it is working. You're just not letting it work for you because you've got habits of thought that don't let it work for you. So you just let it as far as you can, not be something that's active in your mind while you continue to let your vibration rise higher and higher and higher on other subjects. And then every now and again, the universe will deliver to you at perfect timing, when it is known that you are in a receptive mode, a thought about the thing that you formerly thought in a negative way about, and you'll have a positive realization about it. And so it's what we call bridging beliefs.
I didn't hear that last little part.
So you have all these subjects that you feel good about, and you think about them mostly. Unless you're a human who believes that the one that's bothering you most is the one that needs your most attention. So you're over with that. So you're not giving your most attention to the thing that's bothering you. Because you're not giving your attention to it, that vibration becomes less and less and less active. And therefore less and less a player in your experience. And since it's less and less a player in your experience, the things that are players in your experience are causing your vibration to rise. Now, your inner being didn't forget about that, because that's not just over there, it's in your vortex. And your inner being knows that you want it, and knows what the path of least resistance is to bring you to it, and knows when you're most likely to be ready for it. So at a time that you're not expecting it, which means you won't have any negative vibration going on about it, your inner being will introduce to you in some way, through other people or through a thought that you receive, the idea of that. And when you receive it, because you're in a better feeling place and your vibration is higher, you will focus upon it in the now, and you will change the past.
Okay.
So now the vibration that used to vibrate that way now vibrates in a new way. Now it's not completely solved, but it is vibrating in a new way. You following us a bit? What we're really talking about here is understanding the distinction between step 1, which is when you ask and you're usually out of whack. Step 2, when source answers and you're usually not up to speed with what source is answering. And step 3, when you're letting it in. But most people have this step 1 stuff that they just hammer about. They blog about it. They complain about it. They talk about it. They question about it. They try to do processes about it. And they keep it active right where it is.
So switch to step 3. Allow it in. Be ready to receive.
All right, so we just have a little bit of time left. So now, ask us this question again.
Well, I don't know if I have a question. I think he's a really great guy. He was a match to me for a while.
Wait. Breathe a little. Acknowledge that you received quite a bit of what we said just now. And think about the topic at hand. And now, from your new understanding, more important, from your new place of knowing, more important, from your new place of being, now, what did you want to know about that now? Don't regurgitate what you wrote down. What do you want to know now? What do you want to know now about that? What do you want to know now about that?
Well, when you keep talking, it switches. I want to know how to let him go, but I also
want it
want
to
to
switch
know...
because we want you to focus on what we are focused upon. What do you, right now, want to know from us about this subject of this gorgeous guy? What do you want to know now?
I more want to know how to get the next guy in that's even closer to what I don't know, want.
Hear how different that was?
Yeah.
So we heard, I want to know how to release what isn't good, how to let in what is good, and how to know the difference.
Yeah. Damn. Thank you.
Do you punish yourself unnecessarily on a regular basis?
I'm pretty hard on myself. I should be doing better. Be fine with where you're at, but okay, enjoy it for a minute. Now get to the next step. Yeah.
So when you say that things are going really good, in spite of all of that, that's pretty awesome, isn't it?
That I can keep moving?
Well, what we're getting at is you explained to us, and we believed you. We felt resonance with what you said, that much of your life is going really, really well. And so we were just teasing you a little bit about why you chose to focus on the things that aren't going well to sort of muddy up the waters. And we wondered if the self-infliction of unpleasant things is something you like to do on a regular basis.
Well, so it's okay for me to be vibrational snob.
Because there's no other reason for doing it. It doesn't fix anything. You can say, well, I'm working on this in order to make it better. Well, it doesn't make it better. And you say, well, I work on it, but it feels awful. And we say, we know that it feels awful. So our question is, why do you inflict discomfort on yourself? What's the reason for that? This is a serious question. And the answer is because I believe that there's no gain without pain. And we say that's a flawed premise. And if we were standing in your physical shoes, we'd get over that one.
Isn't it about feeling the vibrational contrast in 5 that gives you the clarity to clarify your ask to then move to step 3 and receive? You nailed it.
Say that again. Because it made sense, but it was wrong. Let's say it again.
Isn't it about feeling the vibration? So you do an ask, you receive, you enjoy, you do. Then you feel some vibrational contrast, and then you know you want to go into step 1 again and do a new ask. So isn't that vibrational contrast vital and good?
Well, helpful, but that really wasn't what you were describing to us here. In other words, this is sort of your way of justifying. In other words, we do like it when you trip over the thought and you feel negative emotion again, that you understand that you are clarifying it. But So many of you are making an art of step one. You just keep going back to step one and back to step one. And then we've given you a little reason to justify it by saying, well, you are clarifying and you are clarifying. But really, friends, it's time to clean up your vibration. It's time to clean up your vibration. It's time to stop making excuses about negative emotion. It's time to focus upon the thoughts that feel good, period. It's time for that.